Yo, what's up, boys and girls? Welcome to the BFFs YouTube channel. Make sure you guys tap the bell, like the video, subscribe, and comment down below.
Anybody want some Raisin Canes? This holiday, give the gift of craveable chicken fingers and more from Raisin Canes. Be sure to check out their new Candy Cane holiday retail lineup, festival candy cane themed gift cards, and the Candy Cane plush puppy. The best part is with each purchase of the Candy Cane plush, you'll be doing a little good as net proceeds of each plus puppy sold will go to a local pet welfare organization. You can learn more about this plush puppy program when you check out raisingames.com. And while you're there, don't forget the most craveable gift of all, the cook-to-order chicken fingers. So make sure to enjoy the holidays with Raisin Canes. Don't forget to follow along all Raisin Canes channel. Okay, new episode of BFFs. We have a fourth chair, Ray. Welcome to Barstool, Ray. This is your formal introduction, I feel like, into our world.
Yes.
For people, So for people who don't know, we hired Ray. How did I find Ray? Ray showed up.
I found Ray.
Yeah.
Is that how she?
I would say Brie did, yeah.
I sent Ray to Gaz, how many months ago? I think it was Ray a while back. And I was like, you should hire this girl.
Yeah.
She's really funny. And no one wanted to listen to B, and came around and hired her.
Well, okay, let's take from point A. No one told me about her at that point. I happened to see her in our office. Mm-hmm. So is that how?
Weaseled my way in.
Yeah, how did you end up in the office?
Well, I was doing It Girl first.
Well, yeah, but It Girl, like, we own It Girl. So who's like, you didn't just knock on the front door and be like, hey, I want to do It Girl.
They reached out. Yeah.
Who's they?
You guys.
I think it would have been
Genevieve.
Sahara.
Who's you guys?
Genevieve and Sahara. Yeah. To my
She didn't remember
manager.
their names. That's what it was. She didn't remember their names. So she said,
I did remember.
They messaged her from It Girl.
Right.
Probably,
So is that connected to you, Brie, or no?
No,
I don't know.
reached out to Brie, right? Or no, you already followed me at that point, right?
I followed Ray when you had 70,000 followers or something. And I was just like, you're so funny. And then
I'm trying to give out credit. I'm trying to find out who on our end
I'll take it.
got Ray
I guess
into the
mine
office.
would have no credit because I tried and no one listened.
So is Genevieve?
Yeah. Yeah, at first. And then it kind of
So where did Genevieve,
She works on It Girl in addition to BFFs.
Correct. So Genevieve deserves the credit for being like, hey, come into the office for It Girl.
And Sahara.
Yes.
And she's
Sahara.
Genevieve's saying also and Sahara.
And Sahara. All right.
So you could say Brie maybe planted the seed and then Genevieve.
Did Brie have anything to do with it?
You know?
I have to say no.
She said she has to say no.
No, not with
No,
that
I
part.
didn't. No, I sent Ray to Gaz last April and said, you need to hire this girl. But then he never answered.
Okay. So I saw her in It Girl. And then I just looked. I'm like, who is this? And I thought you were funny right away. And I reached out and was like, hey, you want a job?
You said you are funny, period.
Yes. Yeah, that was my DM slide to want to hire somebody. So anyways,
Wait,
327.
but this is funny to me because Dave sent Ray that message and she was just like, thanks or whatever. But you were saying that was like, I want to hire you. How was she supposed to know that?
No, I followed up.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like 10 hours later. You were like, you're welcome.
I do the same thing I do every time with a creator, basically, that I'm not in their world. I go to Brie. I went to Moobs. I started asking him like, Ray, ? And everyone's like, very funny. And then I looked at a couple more things and it's like, okay, I'm in. And then, well, I couldn't tell. Oh, I know what happened. Were you getting blowback for doing Barstool stuff where people like saying shit to you?
There was one or two comments and I kind of nipped it in the bud and took care of it and said, fuck off.
Yeah, exactly what you said. Do we have the video of that?
Word for word.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, I didn't see that.
I'd like to see the video.
This was when I'm like, okay, I want her. When I saw this
Until
video.
you pay my bills,
have
you
this
have
video?
no say in what I do.
I'll wait on this video. It's very funny. Well, I don't know if it's funny.
Oh, wow. We have a whole thing.
Yeah, we do. It's definitely here somewhere.
I hate hearing my voice played back.
Oh, I'm just going through these sheets on you, Ray, and we have our...
All right, couple things. Obviously, you guys see that I am collaborating and doing these things and networking, which is not crazy. actually not a crazy concept to do when like you do social media. And I'm very specific with whom I link up with. Thank you. Quite frankly, it's none of your concern. You know what I mean? But I get the concern, but also shut up. Because I know what I'm doing. I'm a grown-ass woman, I think. Yeah, no, I'm definitely, let me check. Yeah, I'm a grown-ass woman. And I feel like people obviously are going to have opinions because I come on here and I blatantly put my life on blast to a certain extent. You know what, though? I set boundaries, and I'm going to keep and remain setting these boundaries with you guys because sometimes you talk and I want to actually fucking put screws in my ears because I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
I think this is like 3 minutes long.
If you are rooting for me and you want to see me do good,
It's long. I liked it. This got you hired.
All right,
First
great.
of all, I don't really give a fuck what you want. I want a good life and to take care of myself.
We
And
get the
whatever
point.
I
We can
choose to
stop
do
it.
with my life is the better.
But that
Like,
was what I saw. So I like that. Now, so welcome.
Thank you.
You're 25, Staten Island.
No, Long Island. How did this get
There was an
mixed
argument
up?
about this
That's so
before what
disrespectful.
happened. Yeah.
It says Staten Island on the sheet.
It's all right. Long Island.
My sheet says Long Island.
Oh, it got switched.
There was an argument.
Post?
Yeah, Dave's got printed before the argument.
Okay. So tell us, how did you get involved in social media and blow up the backstory, all of it?
Okay. I mean, I didn't really plan for it. It kind of just happened. I was talking shit about the Revlon. Talking shit about the Dyson Air Tool, whatever. And then that was like overnight. And then after that was like, I don't know, a year and a half ago. And then after that, I kind of was just making videos and seeing that it could grow. And then here we are.
What's the father thing?
I don't know where that came from. I really
So
don't.
if you're
I
not
love
familiar
the
with Ray,
father thing.
yes, fathers,
Yeah, check
everything's
for
like
your father. Yeah, everything's your
Yeah.
father. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I fell in love with Ray because you're always like in like the most positive way. You're very negative. Like you're
Right.
just like on it.
Love
and
that.
It's like
Love that
so,
take.
Like you just like give your takes and you'll shit on people and you'll shit on things and you're not like
Yeah.
trying to be anything else. And I was
Yeah.
like, she's so fucking funny. And she's saying shit that people want to say, but no one will say it. That's why
Right.
I was like, this girl is awesome.
I do try to work on my negativity sometimes because I'm like, you know what? Maybe I should.
But
Switch
but
it up.
you lean into it. And like obviously
Yeah.
you're not always negative in real life, but like that content works. So
Right. I would say I bring light to things that are like, I make them funny and lighthearted.
yeah.
I would say
yeah.
that's more my speed. However,
this next
people
one. I
take
don't
it.
know if you'll know, but I sent like a group email. So we have an internal band. I don't know
Oh.
if you knew that. Pop punk.
No.
Yeah, they like perform in front of thousands. So
No, I didn't know that.
yeah, when I see these videos of you singing and I was kind of blown away.
Yeah.
I sent that to the band.
Okay.
I'm like, hey, heads up. We just hired Ray. We may have somebody who can join the band.
I get nervous to sing in front of like people. Like I could do it
Yeah,
in front
that's
of the
like-
camera, but
That's like Elf.
yeah, exactly.
We may be able to get you over that.
Yeah.
We'll
Be
see.
Through a
the
little boot
star
camp.
of the band. Yeah. We could.
Have
we
you
could
guys
practice
heard
in
her
small
sing?
Rooms.
I
Yes.
haven't heard her sing, no.
Insane.
Play her
I was-
sing. It's
I was freaking
amazing.
Oh
scrolling.
my God,
I'm like,
this is going
wait,
to make me want to die.
I thought it was a voiceover when I first heard it.
Don't mind the messy room.
Wait, I actually don't remember this. Oh my God, I'm going to crawl out of my skin.
Alright.
I have to take my headphone off now.
I was warm as a
Dog.
Where is she running away?
glass of brandy.
I got chills.
Shorty, I stay stoned on your love all the time.
Oh my God.
That was pretty
Fucking around, I'm
impressive.
fucking
You
around.
were
Thank
just
you.
fucking around.
Thank
you.
too.
Yeah, that's insane.
Quick commercial break for Hey Dude. So we're bringing back the holiday magic with a twist of Hey Dude style, comfort, and stoked to make this season unforgettable. Welcome to the Hey Dude Holidude season. We're giving the gift of go to the kicks to the ultimate way to spread cheer. So no one does the holidays like Hey Dude, whether you're a diehard fan or your first timer. Their festive offerings, I can't read. Their festive offerings are the perfect way to light up the season. And what screams Hey Dude more than holiday novelty prints? This year, our signature silhouettes are getting their annual festival glow. So to kick things off, we're cranking up the holiday vibes with our Wally, Wendy, and cozy slipper styles. Plus, don't forget about the new boots. So these are the perfect gifts to share with everyone on your list. You can shop the Holiday Dude season now at heydude.com and give the gift of comfort or style this holiday.
We'll build you up. We'll tear you down. This next headline,
Oh, God.
Ray hates Taylor Swift.
Oh, I know. This is going to cause a huge rift.
Why?
I don't know. If I tell you exactly my reason, I'm scared.
I've been on the other side. Let's
Bri
honestly,
knows.
I might be able to welcome you with open. She commented
It's
on
not
one of my
happening.
TikToks, and I was like, you know what, Ray? I'll be here the day when you fall in love with her and the day you get it. But why do you hate her?
I can't say it.
What do you mean you
have
can't
to
say it?
You have to say it.
I think, no, it's offensive. I don't want to offend Bri.
My impression
okay.
of Taylor
Oh my
Swift fans in doggy style.
Oh,
Can you get it? Can't really arch too much.
I'm going to...
Sorry, I'm just a little nervous.
are you making fun of her posture there?
Where's my boyfriend? Yeah, I actually
Saying
did.
this is
So
Taylor
I
Swift
believe
fans.
her.
I can't believe we're
I
playing
had a
this right now.
sequin dress on. Can you get it? It kind of like hurts.
This is insanity.
I'm like arching the hardest I can.
So she's getting fucked?
Okay.
Like you're saying, is that? I
Yeah,
couldn't
is that-
tell whether
is
you're
that
making
a dog
fun of her
No, there's
posture.
a meme. No, there's a meme of her, and it's like, or Taylor Swift fans in bed, and it's this like girl like just not arching her back. So I was making like bringing it to light, and you know,
Also, the most offensive thing, like I know Bri's a gigantic Taylor Swift fan now.
Yes.
She wore the jacket.
Yes.
But in the scheme of this discussion, like, why don't you like Taylor Swift? I don't want to offend Bri. Like, what the
well,
fuck?
because
I've been here leading from the front on Taylor Swift
Listen, no,
for
because-
years.
Because
they've
of
been at
that,
the front
because of that
lines in the
video
trenches.
was
Okay.
like a Taylor Swift fan having sex. That's probably why she said that.
yeah,
I thought you were making fun of her posture.
But I get where
yeah, posture during sex.
the Swifties in the beginning was
It's
like
just insufferable.
is what turned me off to Taylor Swift and made me kind of be like, I don't know, because they were so attacking and I thought they were
Yeah.
insane.
Like psychotic.
I was so wrong. I was so fucking wrong. They are the night. I have never met better people in my whole entire fucking life. And I thought they were like, same thing. I was like, they're insane. They're insufferable. And I'm like, no, they just literally live, die, breathe by these lyrics and like want to emulate
Which I
everything Taylor
get.
Swift is.
I totally get it.
So maybe you
about
gotta maybe put you through like a horrific breakup and then see where you
Oh,
land
I've been
on this.
down. I've been down.
And who did you listen to when you were down?
I don't know.
Amy Winehouse ain't making you feel better.
She could.
I'll send you my gateway songs.
We'll see. I like her old stuff. I can't say I'm not like, I like her old stuff, like Mean and, you know, her old albums. Her new stuff is just like, I can't do the cult behavior. That goes for anybody. I hate Beyonce.
I joined.
I
I don't like
that.
Beyonce.
No, yeah.
All right.
feel
So
like I'm
are you?
watching
Is
my
this
old
official?
self
Are
play
you
out
officially?
on the show.
Yeah.
We're just talking on top of you. Are you officially the third mic on Inside the Slot? You've meshed well with Moobs and Smelly.
Yeah, we have a lot of fun. I mean, we haven't
Good.
officially like said anything, but we do have a lot of fun together. We laugh.
You had your own podcast for a while.
Like I attempted. I wouldn't say it was like professionally, you know. was
But you had
recording it.
one.
Yeah,
Is that
I
correct?
tried. Like 2-3 episodes I think I did by myself.
Well, now you have
It's fun.
Barstool to help.
Yeah.
Were you a Barstool fan before this?
Honestly, I mean I had no beef. Just kind of like
Guess that's the win. I guess. Thank you.
She didn't hate us like Taylor
That
Swift,
wasn't
so-
like a
Like, I
ringing
wasn't-
endorsement.
I wasn't
No.
I was, you know,
Kind of removed from the
not like a
world, probably.
die-hard. Yeah, I'm kind of not really up with the shit. Like
Well, you responded when I said I think you're funny. You're like, that means a lot.
well, yeah, cuz I think you're cool.
Hey,
Are we
She likes
playing,
you,
are we playing this game? Would Ray do a fit check for this father?
Oh, I like this.
Yeah, we can.
What are
Let's
you
do
talking
it.
about?
I don't know what that means.
What does that even mean?
Okay, so we'll probably post a picture of a dad, and it's like, would
yeah,
you do
it's
a
like,
fit
yo,
check?
is this guy
Oh,
filthy
hell
enough for
yeah.
your fit check or what?
Yeah,
Oh, this is fun.
pretty much smash or pass. But would you do a
Yeah.
fit check for the father?
Yeah.
A fit check just means you like their outfit?
No, Ray would do.
A fit check for your father is essentially saying like, yo, I'm dressing nice for your dad.
Yeah.
Like, you know,
That's
it's like,
her
I'm looking
videos.
good for your dad specifically.
So it's like,
Correct.
would you Hawk-Tua it?
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
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 Well,
like
yeah.
pretty much. Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. What was that laugh?
Same world.
What was that?
That
Did
was
you guys just
crazy
hear
to-
Austin laugh like that?
Well, I think it was less crazy to hear a laugh like that than to hear Hawk-Tua come out of your mouth.
Yeah.
Well,
that kinda caught me off guard.
I played the game Hawk-Tua or not.
Correct. That's
That's
why I
true.
asked.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Like,
Yeah, so it's-
this
yes.
just, do you like this guy or not?
Correct.
Like, do you think this person's hot?
It's the same
Yeah.
principle of
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
Dilfer, no, not.
Yeah. Got it.
Fit check or not. Joe Jonas.
He's not even a dad.
Exactly. This is what a ridiculous person
Yes,
to
he
put
is.
on this
He
list.
is.
Yes, he
a
is.
dad.
Yes,
Him
he
and-
is a dad.
Him and Sophie have babies.
I can't
Okay.
even like
Whatever.
we're
Literally
mutuals
that.
on TikTok.
I mean, but
so,
this guy's like a
Definition.
sex symbol.
Definition.
yeah, he's cool.
But
I
that
do
you
it.
can still have kids and be a sex symbol. That's actually how you make kids.
Yeah.
But then it's a dumb fit check. Whatever. Go ahead. Play the game.
So yeah, whatever. I would say sure, but he's not a father, so
He is
He
a father.
is a dad.
By rule, but not by age.
okay.
I get it.
Okay, I get it.
Ryan Reynolds.
No. No thanks.
Steak. Who do you
I'm
like?
feeling so old by this game. Like, these guys are like teeny boppers.
John Legend.
Not my speed. No thanks.
Rufus Humphrey.
Interesting. These are interesting people here.
They usually try to tie it to you somehow.
Yeah.
Yeah, who's this? I don't know who this is.
Me neither.
This is Gossip Girl.
Oh, I've never seen
XOXO.
I would say
Nice.
no.
Okay, 4 no's.
Penn Badgley.
Yeah. Yeah. He's got
That
he's,
show is
he's
so
got a good
stupid.
vibe.
You?
What?
He's got a good vibe. Isn't he a serial killer?
He is in the show.
Yeah,
Yeah,
in the
murdered
show.
people.
But he's got a good aura.
Yeah, he does. He's got like a vibe.
People
You ever
really
see him?
fell
You ever
for the
see him
serial killer.
dance? Him like dancing and shit on TikTok.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like him separately from being bad guy on the show, he's so cool.
Yeah, he's a
Good
vibe.
chest hair.
Yeah,
I
he's
don't like Chess.
clean.
Oh, John
Eh.
Krasinski.
What do you think, Brie?
Brie loves
I mean, yeah, I would
Yep.
do a fit check
Really?
every damn day for this man. Yeah.
No.
I think I have a soft spot from The Office, though. I just really
Oh,
love
see, I
him.
hated The Office.
I wasn't a fan of The
Yeah.
Office either.
Dave is like, wow.
I know.
So that to me, that's an automatic. Like, you have no sense of humor. I think you have a
That's-
sense of humor.
that's not
but
true.
How can you not? The Office is so funny.
I don't.
Damn.
think-
What type of show do you like? Do you watch TV?
I used to. I
Like,
love.
who do you
You
think's
know what?
funny?
New Girl. New Girl used to make me laugh. Still
Okay.
does.
The Rock.
Hell no. I don't like beefcakes. No thanks. I've also heard
pudgy guys.
weird things about him.
Like Jason Kelsey.
Like, yeah, Jason Kelsey, fit check.
No.
Are you gay?
That's a good question, actually, Dave.
People do ask me that.
We've just gone
Listen,
through
I'm picky.
every type
Every
of male,
type of man has been seen on this sheet so far.
and you've said no.
Joe
for-
Well, then Joe Jonas, obviously, yeah. But what the hell is going
Yeah,
on?
what the fuck? Billy
What
Billy
the
Ray.
fuck?
Who put
come
this list
on.
together?
Genevieve and Dev, I assume there's some sort of
Guys.
tie together. They usually do.
Is there a tie with Billy Ray Cyrus and Ray?
Oh, because I said Disney Channel.
Ray?
Yeah, that's right.
Billy Ray? Ray?
It's a name thing?
Billy Ray?
I hope that's not the connection they went off of.
No.
It's not even how
No,
she
it's not.
spells Ray. So no
How do you
fit
know,
check,
Ray?
obviously.
No. Next.
How do you know that?
Come on, give me a good one.
Justin
this guy's good
Baldoni.
looking.
I would say, yeah.
I don't know who that is, but he's good looking.
He
neither.
played in It Ends With Us, right?
Yeah, he was Ryle, that guy.
Correct. The bad one.
Justin Bieber.
Give me a minute. I need to process. Yes. Respectfully, yes.
All girls love Bieber. You know he's the size of my pinky.
I don't give a shit.
Just telling
Ray's
you.
tiny though. Ray's
I'm 5
Not
foot.
that tall.
I'm a 5 footer.
Oh yeah, that was actually when I asked Moobs. I'm like, "What do you think of Ray?" Love her. Yes, she's short.
Yeah.
That was like
I
a
know.
response to me.
Yeah.
All right.
Like, what the hell does that have to do with anything?
love her. She's short.
That's funny.
Jason Momoa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
For sure. What the fuck?
Phil Dunphy.
Ew.
Yeah, what the
Where
hell?
does
You? Phil
Ew.
Dunphy? From Modern Family?
I mean, love.
He's
but-
like the best. You both would be lucky to get a guy like Phil Dunphy.
He's also
Get
kind of
out
classically
town.
good looking.
Get out of town, you'd be lucky.
Maybe
You
he needs
wish
some
you could do
facial
fit
hair.
checks for a guy
Then
like
I'd
that.
get
I
down.
just don't like this
You guys
photo.
wish you could do fit checks for a guy like Phil Dunphy.
Maybe,
I think
you
he
know,
likes
his
my
quirkiness,
fits.
maybe, you know what?
I think it's a good looking
The
guy.
quirky guys always win.
Phil Dunphy's a sweetheart.
Duh.
Yeah, for sure.
But I don't know what the hell happened to him and Zoe Kravitz.
Like, well, all right, this is
This is becoming an obvious.
This is a
Yeah,
given.
no-
This is a given.
is just a
the
smash
world's
list.
sexiest man of the year. No,
Get-
this guy said
All right,
no.
Get this fucking SpongeBob.
The fact that I can answer these before her, shocking. All right, let's get into the headlines.
All right, guys, quick commercial break. It's the season of giving, but finding that perfect gift can often feel like searching for a needle in a haystack. Well, this year I found the solution of my gifting woes. Gift the sun this holiday at Sunglass Hut, where it's all about the magic of gifting. So no matter what they're into, you're bound to find something memorable thanks to their holiday selection that includes a wide range of styles that have brands like Prada, Dolce & Gabbana, Versace, Ray-Ban, Oakley, and Burberry. And you need to show them some extra love. Sunglass Hut is also the ideal gifting destination thanks to their customization and engraving options. So you can let them pick their own and give them a Sunglass Hut gift card instead if you don't know what to pick them. So they have personalized services too, which make holiday shopping effortless. So you can head over to the nearest store and check out their unique selection of shades available only at Sunglass Hut. You're going to love what you find. You visit them in store or online. Sunglass Hut is the destination for all your holiday gifting needs.
All right, Brecky Hill clears up. So this story broke right after kind of we aired.
the worst. I think I walked out of the podcast room and I saw this come out.
So a lot of people are
Sabrina
asking about
Carpenter,
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, this
Yeah,
is just
Brecky Hill
insanity.
clears up Sabrina Carpenter and Barry Keoghan cheating rumors. It was alleged that Barry Keoghan cheated on Sabrina Carpenter with Brecky Hill after Brecky began reposting TikTokers reporting that she was a mistress in the relationship. Well, it seems like they've actually Brecky clarified that she reposted those to be funny while she's laid up in the hospital with a broken back from a skiing accident, and she's been receiving a lot of hate. Yeah, she's the worst. I've maintained this about Brecky Hill since she first burst onto the scene. She's the worst of all time.
Yeah.
Didn't she take her like best friend's boyfriend or something? Remember that was a topic on the show?
Yeah. I mean, she kind of she'll continue to do whatever will feed her name headlines, right? So if there's a rumor about something and it's not true, she's going to attach onto it. She's going to post as much as she can, repost everything, because any press for her, she considers good press.
Yeah.
So it's true or no?
No,
It's
it is
not true, but she fed into it.
She like wanted people to
She's
think
a
it was
thought.
true. She also like the whole Livy Dunn when she's like, I'm not copying Livy Dunn, but she was. But
Yeah.
and this is where I'm getting too old. I forget who is showing it to me, but like I think Brecky Hill's like the it girl for like high schoolers. Like
Yeah, she
that's
is.
boys.
I see all that. The guys love her.
yeah. So I guess she's kind of made a name for herself.
I mean, she's definitely a hottie, but
Yeah.
she seems
She's a thought.
trash.
Yeah.
Trash.
Trash
Yeah,
bag.
I agree, Dave.
Amy Adams wants to play Tree Payne. Oh, my friend Tree. Fans have pegged Amy Adams as a great actress to portray Taylor Swift's publicist Tree Payne, and Amy Adams said she's on board to play in a biopic, especially because she's a huge Swiftie herself. That's a good casting
that would
Yeah.
be perfect. I love her. I have the biggest crush on her.
on Amy
Best
Adams.
actress. Amy Adams. I love her. Something
Yeah, I love
about her.
her.
I'm just like in love with her. She's so cool. She's so good at acting.
Billboard explains why they chose Beyonce as the number one. Billboard officially named Beyonce the greatest pop star of the 21st century, citing her influence, impact, and evolution over the last 25 years, despite Taylor Swift being the century's biggest pop star by the numbers. Seems Billboard has included Beyonce's time in Destiny's Child, while Taylor Swift's debut was in 2006. I mean, it's crazy, but
Yeah, because Beyonce wasn't Destiny's Child. That's not the same. I don't.
Beyonce's
understand.
in a world of hurt anyways right now. I mean,
Yeah.
they
I
got-
mean, with Jay-Z and everything. Whew,
Oh,
that's
God.
not a good.
Am I lost?
I'm scared to even talk about it.
Jay-Z got looped into the Diddy stuff.
Oh.
Yeah, pretty big time.
Well, he put himself into the Diddy stuff.
yeah, impossible
Yeah.
to tell like what's real and what's not, but you don't want to be attached to those headlines. That's for sure.
No, that's-
Alice Cooper launches Unwell Hydration. I saw this.
Saw that.
Good idea, I think.
it's a hangover cure, right?
It's like electrolyte drink.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
With caffeine too.
so a hangover cure.
Caffeine.
That's what it is. I saw a video about this, and they said that she should have named her drink Get Well.
Yes.
Because when you're unwell, it gets you well.
I
You know
saw
what I'm
that.
saying? They were saying they should have named it Get Well. And I thought about it and I was like, yeah, I feel like that's right there.
I was
right
gonna
there.
say that too. I saw that video and I was like, oh, Get Well is perfect.
It's good. And it almost has better like branding to me in my head.
It's like Get Well.
than unwell.
Maybe
Yeah,
there's a
they
shot
both
they couldn't
play.
get that name.
The copyright.
Yeah.
Yeah. Her and I, Alex, I've told this. Her and I were very close at one point. We were at like the 1 yard line. We were doing a drink together, not water. Like after
I remember
she
you
left.
talking about
yeah.
that. I remember
Yeah,
you
it
talking
fell
about
apart
that.
at
Yeah.
the end.
What was
Timothy,
it if it was not
what's it?
water?
It was like a tequila
Tequila soda,
thing,
yeah.
right? Soda, yeah.
not water. Give me a naughty. Brilliant.
Give me a little dirty.
I think it's a
little
great
naughty.
name. I think it not
It
water
is.
sounds good.
We had all sorts of trouble getting the name too. Timothy Chalamet on College Game Day. People are like stunned by this because it seems
Yep.
like he really knows football. I was turned on by this.
I love him.
I love him.
You were
Fit
turned
check,
on by
fit
this?
check, fit
Dave?
check.
You said you were turned on by this?
Yeah, I was like, oh,
What'd you say, Brie?
I just said fit check.
Oh, hell yeah.
For
Hell
Timothy
yeah.
Chalamet.
All day.
Wait, you were turned on, Dave?
Okay.
I wasn't like, I don't want-
over guy. I thought I was the only one that was thinking
listen,
about this.
it made me like him. Not in a sexual manner, but like I just kind of thought he would be like a uppity actor. You start like knowing football,
No,
I'm like,
he's
all right,
cool.
I'll hang out with this dude.
He was
He's a
dropping
man.
stats too.
yeah.
Yeah. How much of the prep work for a sheet do you think he did versus was given to him? Because he was reading off a sheet.
Yeah, I think he did a decent amount, but I think he knew what he was talking about. I'm
I
gonna
think
give
so
him the
too.
benefit of the doubt.
I want to give him the benefit of the doubt.
I feel like he
think
wouldn't
did.
have done it if he didn't really love college football. Like he doesn't need to do that.
No.
Yeah,
Right.
agreed. And somebody told me he's like following not many people, but there's a lot of like kind of hardcore football people he's following. So
I like it.
people are thirsting over the United Healthcare murderer. I think this is weird. Like I
insane.
get jokes. He's
This
ripped,
whole story
but he's
is
a murderer.
crazy.
Yeah.
And I also don't
Yeah.
get the people like I get. There's a lot of people are upset with like the healthcare system. You're entitled to your opinion, but like a murder is a murder. Like it's
Yeah,
somebody's
I
like
agree.
dad and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, no,
fucked
it's
up.
not. But this happens every time there's like a murderer that's kind of good looking.
Yeah.
They always get like these
Yeah, that's
crazy
fair.
fantasies built around them, like Ted Bundy. Like he's
That's
the most
totally
prolific
fair.
one of like all of them. Like
But the Ted
Aaron
Bundy one,
Hernandez.
yeah, those are like years. This seems like it just happened. Like it seems a little quick.
You don't
Like,
maybe
maybe
it was quick then though, because it was
No, I
quick
guess
then. People
you're
were
right.
at his case. People were at the court. Like,
You're right.
with signs. Like it's
Have you
Touche.
guys seen like the YouTube videos, his YouTube channel
no.
and everything? So I don't know how real it is, but he has a YouTube channel, and like after he got arrested, he had like videos to be uploaded as like he knew he was gonna get caught. So like he has reasoning for why he did everything, and like the video got
God.
uploaded, and it said coming soon with the date December 11th, and then his YouTube channel got taken down, obviously removed, but he had like he had videos to get uploaded throughout the process. So like explaining why he did it and everything, and like the shell casings on the gun, like after he shot and murdered the CEO, they had like defend, deny, something else, and it was like a shot at the healthcare system when people are trying to get insurance. They're like defend, deny, like so that you can't get the insurance and like you have to pay more money. So like there's like a big
it's
he like
huge.
did this for like a reason and to make a point, and it is being I mean, still he's a murderer.
There's
I get
also
that.
though I've seen like
being
a theory just
overshadowed
had
by him being
back pain.
hot.
Like he has surgery.
The
and it was
YouTube things
like,
confirm fake.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
I've heard it was a back, like he had surgery. His back is living in constant pain. So who knows?
Yeah, there's a lot in the monopoly money shit. Like there's so many
Yeah,
conspiracies.
I've heard so many different things about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. People are fascinated. I'm sure it'll be a movie one day.
Yep.
Yeah.
For sure.
Your guy's best friend there, Hawk Tua. Hawk Tua was in the news
Oh yeah. Big
for a
time.
little rug pull. She joined the illustrious, not only a rug pull, so she does a meme coin under her name. Everyone buys it, then it crashes. I'll say this: anyone spending real money on a Hawk Tua coin, probably like you almost deserve what you get to a degree.
Yeah.
Still, scumbag move. And then she does this space thing where she's like with the creators, and the creators of the coin. These people are wild because they're like, you don't think it costs a lot of money? We have to like pay for shit in the Cayman Islands, which is like the craziest thing to say when you've done a rug pull. And then Haktua girl just jumps on the stream. It's like, sorry guys, I got to go to bed. Boop, out. And I don't think we've heard from her on Twitter since.
She just said, sorry, I got to go to bed.
Yeah. Do we have it?
After the rug
To
pull?
a $500 million rug pull?
Yeah. Find the stream. It's hilarious. And now, by the way,
I don't
I
understand.
don't think Haktua, I refuse to believe she knew this was happening, unless she's just evil. But I'm sure she got manipulated by like people giving her bad advice. Like, I don't even know how Haktua, like you can, I am sort of familiar. I couldn't do my own crypto scream. I'm not like, I need people to help me do it.
Yeah.
So a lot of times you see these people getting used, but I do not think she has handled this very well since it happened. Do we have the video, Austin?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Is she going to like get charged with it? Like, is she going to go to jail?
I don't know. I don't know what the regulation in this space is.
Yeah.
Fucking Haktua.
It's crazy. I mean, she didn't get to walk away with like $400 million or anything. Like, but
Yeah, like so did she get money from this?
I have no idea.
no idea.
It just all seems so it doesn't.
I don't
seem
understand
right
how
You
that
have to
coin
be
could have
really
gone.
dumb to get involved in this.
Yeah, how does
Well-
that coin get to 500 mil in the first place? Like, who is putting? I saw a bunch of memes that were like, "Oh my god, I put my family's house on the Haktua coin, and it didn't work out. Who would have thought?" Like people being sarcastic, obviously, like being like, "Oh, who would have thought the Haktua coin wasn't going to work? I put my life savings in this."
Right.
Play it.
Curious, like, not for the token price itself, but just in terms of the fact that there's fees that are being generated, there's an actual like
Hey
source
guys,
of income.
I hate to interrupt you, Nick. Well, hello there. But anywho, I'm gonna go to bed, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.
That sounded like
What the fuck?
not real.
Okay.
I don't think she's been heard from since then.
That sounded like it was an AI.
Yeah, that
sounded
didn't even
it was
sound
an
like her
AI person
She
speaking
should
there.
be a voice actress, I think, is what I just found out instead of doing this.
That was kind
It's
of
crazy.
creepy, I'm not going to lie.
That's insane. So that
And
was when
everyone
everything crashed. She just said, I got to go to bed.
There was like CoffeeZilla was on that stream. Like it was a big stream of people being like, "You fucked everybody over." She just did that. She just jumped. She's like, "All right, guys, going to bed. See ya. Peace." And I don't think she's tweeted since then.
Oh, wow. I don't think that she really knew what was going on. And I feel so bad for her right now because I feel like she was totally taken advantage of.
100%. But then you got to come say
She
that.
hasn't tweeted since.
How do you not
Yeah.
come out and start? She's like
probably
trying to
still
defend these
manipulating her.
guys.
Yeah, maybe they're still in her ear.
DraftKings, most wonderful time of the year. Holidays on the house at DraftKings Casino. This season's offerings, you'll unwrap everything on the list. Exclusive games, huge jackpots, and exciting rewards. DraftKings is offering a warm welcome to new players with $100 instantly casino credits with just a $10 wager. Plus, everyone can get in on the action with holiday reward every week. So sign up with the code BFF before the holiday cheer. It's here only on DraftKings Casino. Trisha Paytas gets an SNL cameo.
This
is a big
incredible.
deal, right, for her? Because she always
Yeah,
wanted
and
to do
like
it.
Yeah.
she always wanted to do it. And her old co-host Ethan was like, "There's never a chance you're ever gonna go on SNL." Like he was a pretty big that will never happen. Actually, it says right here he said he'd cut off his arm if she ever got on. So looks like he's gonna have a nub.
And look at the end. She's friggin' next to Paul Mescal and Shabuzi. Like at the
I
final
kind of love
bow.
that.
Oh
I
my
love
God.
that for her. Let's go, Trisha.
This is like her life goal. Like her dream is to do this shit. It was cool.
Shabuzi's just still going, huh? When's the Shabuzi train over?
Yeah, it is still going. It's still going.
You guys don't like Shabuzi?
I have no problem with Shabuzi, but it's that one song. It's just like
Yeah.
the guy leads the league in appearances. He's on everything with that one
Everything.
song for like
He's
a
got-
year straight.
The most side quest completions I've ever seen.
Yeah. He has a good song with Noah Cyrus. I don't know if you guys should check it out. You probably like it.
Maybe I should.
Speaking of that, I invented the red clay strays.
Okay.
What?
Because
did.
when we talked about them on BFFs.
They're like huge now.
Yeah, because they're so good.
But who was first on that? I had them willing to play our Nashville bar for free. I just had to show up and I couldn't make it. That's how early I was on them.
Fair.
Pete Davidson reveals how much SNL members make. Pete Davidson revealed that he earned $3,000 per episode of first season SNL, which amounts to $60,000 for a 20 episode season. I'm going to use this quote forever. When people start negotiating with me, I'm going to be like, do you know how much a first year SNL cast member makes? Because we pay way better.
Yeah, honestly.
That's insane.
Yeah, but there's no way like Pete, like as the years go by, Pete's making way more money than that.
Yeah.
But so do the people here.
Yeah. I'm just saying, like,
it's also like
all the first years are going to not make as much. That seems like kind of evident.
Yeah, and you get so recognized from SNL.
Same here.
I know. Period.
Fans are testing their power by not liking celebrity influencers' social media posts.
Yeah, I've seen this.
What does this mean?
It's like they're like rallying together. People on TikTok, it's really funny actually.
Yeah, it is.
People on TikTok are like rallying together and being like finding creators they don't like, or people that are famous that maybe like they
like
don't
celebrities.
Like Kim
and then
Kardashian.
they're just like, hey, how about all of us don't like any of their shit anymore? Like nobody liked their posts, so their videos are getting like 11 million views and 10,000 likes.
I think they started with JoJo Siwa.
So you don't want to be on this list?
No, you don't want to be on this list. That would suck. I mean, the funny thing is I think it's like weirdly bringing them more views to their videos.
It's kind of weirdly helping.
Like it's bringing them more views, but no one's liking it. It's kind of like
they get
Monty
hate watches.
Lopez. Like Monty Lopez, when all of the videos he was making and like with Addison, it was that really sad time, honestly, for that family. And you would like look at his videos and they'd have like 20 million views and like 2,000 likes.
Yeah.
It's like that.
Matt Healy and Azealia Banks go head-to-head on Twitter. Matt Healy and Azealia Banks went at it on Twitter after Azealia tweeted that Charlie XCX used to be pretty, and Matty came for Azealia. In defense of Charlie, who is his 1975's bandmate, Matt Healy told Azealia he would smack her so hard he'd get himself in the Guinness Book of World Records before backtracking and say he can't be having manic episodes on Twitter at 35. Azalea's threatened legal action. Wait a minute. I don't think you can threaten legal action on that, can you? That's crazy.
Threaten legal action on
like making a joke that'd slap you so hard it'd be in the Guinness Book of World Records.
Yeah.
I mean,
I don't
it's
know.
teetering.
You
It's
can do legal
teetering.
action?
He's teetering.
That seems like though like a clear, while maybe inappropriate, joke.
Yeah, I don't think you would legally get in any trouble.
Yeah, like I guess what could you get? Maybe like could you get like what's that thing where they have to stay a distance away from you?
Restraining order.
Yeah, could you get like a restraining order for that because they threatened to hit you?
I was going to say it's like a threat.
I hate Matt Healy. He's a piece of shit. So, but
I can't believe he said that publicly. That's kind of fucking wild on his part.
Yeah.
I never heard of Matt Healy until I did this show.
I didn't either.
Me neither.
I only knew because of Taylor
Swift. I didn't even know he was a person. And
I knew the
just
Matt Healy
only hear
Taylor
him.
Swift blow up thing, but like before that, I didn't know.
I only hear about him when he's having some like temper tantrum. That's about it.
Yeah, they only dated for like a month, right?
But she really liked him.
I know, because he's crazy and he does it to like all. I saw a thing about his ex-girlfriend where like he was dating her and then was like, oh, I got to stop things, and went to be seen publicly with Taylor, and then went right back to his girlfriend, and then immediately they broke up and he got engaged. And then the ex-girlfriend started, like, he changed the chemical makeup in her brain. She started dressing like his new fiance. So he's bad.
Loser.
He's a tricky boy.
Tricky guy.
Megan Fox and MGK broke up.
I saw this.
What
the hell is going on?
Are they supposed to have a kid?
How am I missing all of
she's
this
pregnant.
Tough timing.
Terrible timing.
But why?
Do we think there's hope? Like, yeah.
I feel like they've broken up a few times.
Yeah, I think they'll be back together.
I saw her when she was doing the movie with, what's his name? Michele Marone or whatever, and they were kind of like looking a little too close in one of the videos. That's my theory. I don't know.
Okay.
You thought MGK was being too close with that person you just said?
No. Michele is, she just did a movie with this guy. He's an Italian actor. And she was looking a little too close to him. So maybe that was something that spiked.
That's like a Ray breaking news. That's your first big breaking news.
That's my take.
Ray breaking news.
Okay. Good as any. Caitlin Clark named Time Athlete of the Year, rightfully so. Good for her.
Yep. Makes sense.
She looks good in this too.
Who else?
Yep. Judy Dench's bird calls her a slut, and now into the BFFs corner.
All right, guys, this is Swifty Sleepover and Eras Tour recap time, all presented by Game Time, the official ticketing partner of Barstool Sports. Game Time hooked myself, my team, and 6 lucky Swifties up to go to the final show.
You went to Taylor.
I did.
I did.
Was it everything you thought it would be?
Yeah, maybe a little bit more. Okay, so I did. Where do I begin? I did a Swifty Sleepover. So I knew that I wanted to go to the Eras Tour. So I was trying to find a date to go. And I was like, who can I partner with? Who can I go? And I want to give tickets away because the Swifties, like the genuine Swifties, welcomed me in with open arms. And I'm like, how do I give back to them? So I wanted to surprise them with something. And we did a Swifty sleepover. I brought them over and I just told them that we're going to be making friendship bracelets. And they were like, they made me PowerPoints. So they explained, we did PowerPoints for like 35 minutes and they explained every single thing about Taylor
Really
down
cool.
to the T. Like, I know everything. Like, I was in it. I know all the lore. I know all the boyfriends. I know what every song's about. And at the end of the sleepover, I made sure to pick people who had never been to an Eras Tour, who had like always been Taylor Swift fans and who couldn't afford tickets from all different age ranges from like 19 to like 50. And at the end, I like gave them a little letter and surprised them with tickets to the last show. And it was so freaking awesome. It was so adorable.
So nice.
And then we got to go to the show. Yeah, there's a video of me.
I saw a video of you guys all like hugging and
that's
people
right after I
crying
gave them the
and
tickets. Yeah.
It was emotional. It was an emotional video.
I have seen some Swifties, which I've dealt with this. I'm surprised sleepover. Let's see it. Yeah, this is sick.
This is Chelsea. Her father passed away this year, and she's had a really hard year.
Aw.
Ray probably thinks this is lame as shit.
Yeah,
I would have too.
Ray
but
probably thinks it's all stupid.
No, I don't. I get the meaning behind it.
Ray would probably be like, sucks, your dad died, move on.
Yeah, move on. Who cares? What's Taylor Swift gonna do about your dad? She can't bring him back.
I will say, for the Swifties who are like, Brie wasn't a Swiftie, now those aren't real Swifties. Like, Swifties always embrace. Like, it doesn't matter when you see the light or when you come, like, they always embrace.
No, like
that's what all the real Swifties told
When
me.
you see the light, that sounds like Christianity, guys.
No,
it kind of
is.
I
Yeah.
respect
Like,
it. I respect
kind of
why
is.
you are involved. Like, I get it. You know,
That
I
action was
genuinely
amazing.
with
That
her.
whole video, the action, the getting to give the tickets, all of that was really cool.
And
Yeah,
that was for the real Swifties.
It's special.
Ray saying she gets it was the most
I
not
get it.
believable. Like,
no,
rant. I don't
Whatever.
think, and I've said this, I'll maintain it. If you go, well, you can't now to the Eras Tour, but
I will- yeah,
I
I'm not.
refuse to believe anybody who wasn't a Swiftie could walk in and see Taylor Swift perform and not walk out and at least not be a super fan, but be like amazed. I've been
amazed.
It is. There's nothing like it.
You went, Dave? Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I went multiple times. But it's something about the size of the crowd singing every single lyric, like, and you know what's coming and they go bananas. It's really hard to have a big stadium experience that actually doesn't feel like it because everyone's so just it's amazing. It really is.
Yeah.
Is the best show
Maybe
I've
one day.
ever been to. And I've like been on back end of people doing
Yeah.
stadium. That is the shit that goes into that tour is insane. Like, even if you don't like her music or whatever, you have to respect it's the crazy
Oh
shit.
yeah, they put
Yeah.
on a crazy show.
The performance alone is
And I've always said that about Taylor.
Yeah.
Did you see she gave like, what was it? 200 million in
Yeah.
bonuses?
Yeah.
To the
Back to-
drivers. Yeah.
Well, I
Awesome.
mean, when you're making like what, $5 billion off your tour?
Yeah, it's insane.
Well, you know,
Where the
she
hell are you gonna
pays
put it?
like mostly every show she does, she goes over like the time limit that you can.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
she pays
fines
fees
to the cities
to
and
every
stuff,
city.
too,
So
yeah.
that like helps build the economy too.
Well, her
that's
going
cool.
out is going to provide to the economy. There's
Both.
like a direct
Yes.
chart of where Taylor Swift goes and performs and the economy rising
Yeah.
right when she's performing and after she's left. Like it's
crazy.
it's nuts. There's nothing like it.
In Vancouver, all of the everything was decorated, like the whole entire city, but all of the horses, the police horses, had friendship bracelet necklaces on. Like all of the,
That's
a bunch
insane.
of the officers were fans of like me and BFFs, and they like came up to me and gave me like special bracelets they made for me. And
That's awesome.
people on Taylor's like security came up to me and they made me specific bracelets. It was like, it was so friggin' cool.
How many bracelets did you get?
I think I was going to say they were like up to my elbows on each arm.
Cutting
Okay.
off your circulation.
That happened to me.
Yeah.
No biggie.
And I got the jacket and it was really cool.
I'm on a PR list. I got another letter from Taylor. It's like the book with the pictures.
You got the
Yeah.
book?
Yep. Now, this letter wasn't handwritten like the last one. It was handwritten, but I think it went to everybody. It wasn't like, hey, Dave, like letter number 2, but still pretty cool.
So obviously the Eras Tour is over now, sadly, but you can go see other great artists on huge tours like Tate McRae, Billie Eilish, and Dua Lipa with Game Time. So Game Time tickets and gift cards make great holiday gifts, and you can get $20 off your first purchase when you use the code Chickenfry. Thanks again for the Game Time for an unforgettable experience. I'll treasure it forever.
All right. Last thing, which I don't think anybody wants to talk about, but was big news. Grace and Bri. And I actually was like, when Ray was coming on, I was just like, I think this could get a little awkward. So for those who have missed it, there was the breakout creators of 2024. PlanBri is on the list. Bri replies to one of them with the heart symbol, working on bringing back some version of PlanBri, to which Grace posts three like a notes thing, basically saying she was blindsided by Bri saying that. She thought they were going to make a video together to announce the end of PlanBri, and then the internet kind of went on fire with people picking sides.
No, people just destroying me. There's
you got a lot of hate.
There's so much to be said about this, so I have a lot to say about it. And I've like, for the last year, just kind of like, I've just been quiet about everything, and I've just kind of like let everyone make their own opinions. But it comes to a point where it's like, I have to just lay it all out there and like defend myself. And I want to start off by saying like, I'm always gonna have love for Grace. I will always cherish everything that we did with PlanBri. But like, do you guys got a minute?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm listening.
Okay.
My heart's like beating.
So PlanBri started when I joined Barstool. So I started PlanBri probably 4.5 years ago. I started it in my college dorm room. I started it as a podcast with myself. Like, I built it from the ground up. I started it, it was like an Instagram page at first. I was posting every single day. Then I made it into like a TikTok drama show where it was like kind of like, I was interviewing people on TikTok before we were doing it with BFFs, and like we found out that that's like a good lane. So it was cool and it was fun, but I didn't really like doing it on my own. So I was like trying to pivot. I would have my ex-boyfriend on. Like it was just my show. It was like a college advice show, and I loved it. I loved doing it. And I have always talked about possibly bringing it back in some capacity, like solo episodes and whatever. But so throughout that, I came to New York, and I was like, Grace, do you want to move with me? She moved with me. She didn't have a job. She didn't have anything. And I was like, I'll just like keep bringing you, like, I love you. I'll keep bringing you to the office with me until like maybe someone will hire you. We can do these episodes together. I remember asking Gaz, like, I had no pull at Barstool either. Like, no one knew who I was at Barstool. Like, Dave was just like, this is the new Chickenfry girl, like no pull. So I would just like bring her in like hopes of like, I don't know, people would like it. And I asked Gaz if I could do 2 episodes a week, one with me, one with my roommate. I got shut down because we didn't have like the sales for it. It was like, you can't do 2 episodes a week. This is like nothing yet. So I just kept bringing her to everything, to the point where eventually like we got her a job. It was awesome. So happy. We did the podcast together for like, I don't know, 2 years. And it was like the favorite part of my week forever. We did the college tours together. Like, me and Grace have been best friends since I was 10 years old, 11 years old. And then in about like, I don't know, a year and a half ago, like the internet just like weirdly started pitting us against each other, which was weird because like we were best friends and we've always been best friends. And it was like always like, I don't know, side picking. It was just really weird. And then of course I started also I want to say this. In all of my relationships prior to Zach, Grace and I it was like a throuple. Like she was always in like, and I enjoyed that.
Well, I can attest to that. Like even when I was around when you were with your exes, like Grace was always there.
There was not a moment where I was like alone with my boyfriends. Like it was always me, Grace, and my boyfriend, because she was my best friend, and I was like, Grace is always going to be around. Grace is always going to be doing everything with us. Like there was a point where she didn't have anywhere to live, so I let her live on my couch for a month. I gave her my living room in my 1-bedroom apartment that I lived in with my boyfriend. He had nowhere to go. I let him move in. She had nowhere to go. I let her move in, obviously for free. Gave her my living room. Like we all lived together. There was a 1 bathroom. Like do anything for this girl. Like held her hand through the darkest times of her life. And anyway, so she was always involved in all of my relationships. And that was like me too. Like I loved that. And then when I started dating Zach, obviously this is like a separate thing that had a riff on our relationship, because when you're in an abusive relationship, like it fucks up your friendships. Yep. And like she saw a lot of it firsthand. Like she knew what I was going through. It was really, really hard. And like, obviously she hated it. She hated him. She's hated him from the jump. They just never got along. They always butted heads. Like they couldn't be in a room together. So they never were. I think collectively they had hung out 10, like maybe like 8 times. Like they had never really been together. They have never been one-on-one. There was never like a time where like a big blew up fight happened. And I was like, okay, I'm not gonna subject like my friends or anyone to have to be around this man again, because clearly like it's not healthy. So I had never, like, I just stopped hanging out with people. I stopped doing this. Me and Grace were like, I don't know, riffing a little bit because it put a wedge in our relationship. But she knew that this was the worst year of my life. She knew how hard it was. She knew everything behind the scenes. I remember me and you having a conversation about this at one of Zach's concerts where like, this is when the internet started attacking me, and like they were raising Grace up. Like they only lift Grace up when they're beating me down. Like it's never like, they could never just like
it was always attached.
It was always attached.
Like, oh, Grace is awesome. Grace is awesome because Bree's so bad.
And then like, it was just always like, they couldn't lift both of us up. It was just always like having to put me down. And it was like, whatever, because it helped her career and like, she was fine and happy about it. But it got to a point where she was like never defending me, and she knew everything that was happening behind the scenes. And that's when I had the conversation with you. I'm like, Josh, what do I do? Like this is really hard. And you were just like, you kind of just have to like be the bigger person, or like just like let it run its course.
Yeah, I mean, I think it was a difficult spot to be in because I'm friends with both you and Grace.
Yeah.
Right? And I have you coming to me on one side being like, these people are saying this online to me. I have all these comments, you know, this like narrative is starting to be built. And like the one person that's supposed to be in my corner all the time isn't in my corner because she's getting praise from it. And then I'm hearing from the opposite end from Grace, like, I love Bree so much. I know this relationship is killing her, and I'm trying to tell her that. I'm trying to share that with her, but she doesn't even seem to care that she's being destroyed right now, and I'm her friend, and I care, so it's hurting me. So you see what I'm saying? How there's like the two sides of it. I think that happens.
And there's I didn't know nearly as much as Josh per usual, and I'm also in a weird spot because I don't want to say like you guys both are employees, but from my outside, I always said there's. It seems like too legit, like you're in this horrible relationship and you need somebody more than ever, it seemed like. But from what I've heard from Zach, like just an absolute piece of shit, not only to you, but like your best friend. So at some level, I could see her being like,
but that narrative is crazy because people are like, Brianna let Zach treat Grace like this. They hung out 9 times. One bad thing happened. I never brought him around ever again. I was like, that's not going to happen.
Well, I wasn't trying to say that. I wasn't saying you let. I was not saying
let me neither.
I was saying you let yourself get
and that was like
because you were in that relationship. I'm not talking about Grace there.
And I'm saying Grace is like your best friend. This isn't necessarily this is like anybody. It's like if your best friend is dating somebody who you hate and they hate you, and it's like at some level you're like, what the fuck? And it just drives the wedge.
Yeah, and that's like the total separate, and this is like normal shit. Like friendships go through rifts and breakups and stuff like this. Like this happens every single day. And Grace's and I relationship, like while I was dating Zach, like that, these are two separate conversations. Like I would go to her and be like, but I feel like because you hate Zach so much, like you're forgetting to separate that I'm your best friend. Like you can, like, it's going to make me cry. Like you can hate him, but you can still like be there for me. And she never was. And like, she knew everything that I was going through. And she watched the internet, like just harp onto it for a fucking year. And like, this started in May. Like I went to her in May and I was like, Grace, like, you know everything that I'm going through and you like, thank you. And you still like refuse to defend me online because it like helps build you up. And like, she just would always be like, well, like I know the truth. Everyone knows that we're best friends and like everything you've done for me. So I'm like, why don't you fucking say that online and like stop feeding into this narrative? Because I know it helped her and like it built her up and stuff. And like, I was okay to sit back for a little bit, but I ended the podcast in October because it was like a forum to just like bully me. And on top of everything that I was going through, like I couldn't take it anymore. And I ended me and Grace's, I ended our friendship. I was like, I have to take a step away from this because it was constant. It was like months of me being like, Grace, can you please just like defend me? And like, we didn't talk anymore. Like, and for her to like post and like, there was nothing going on behind the scenes where it was like, she was trying to like, I don't know, like I needed her so bad. And I know she needed me too, like during that year of like, she felt like I left her. And that's why I'm saying these are two separate conversations, because like Zach ruining Grace and I's friendship is something separate than like everyone's like, Grace deserves better. Like Grace lost her best friend. Like I lost my best friend too. Like I brought her to New York. She was my best friend. Like I brought her along for everything in my life. Like I gave her everything and I would do it all over again. Like she was my best friend. And when things get hard and like she knew what I was going through, like I really needed her. So I couldn't do the podcast anymore because we're sitting there like pretending to be friends. And I just feel so like I didn't feel seen by her or I needed to like set a boundary of I can't continue the show anymore. So I ended the show because I couldn't do it anymore. And I ended the show October 15th. I have all the screenshots if we fucking want them of like us talking about it. I called Dave. I made sure everyone would still have a job if we ended the show. I made sure the whole team would be taken care of. I made sure that everyone would be taken care of. And if they weren't, then I would have continued the fucking show and I would have continued to fucking be dragged through the mud, but everyone was going to be fine. So we ended the show and like me and Grace have been constantly going back and forth since October 15th of trying to figure out like an announcement of how we want to do it. And like how we want to go about it. And I just kept being like, whatever you want to do. I want to make everyone happy. However we want to do it. Like it's up to you guys. Like I'm the one that wants to end the show. So however everyone wants to go about it, up to you guys. She never reached out to the team. She never reached out to anyone. And it gets to a point where like rightfully so was like, I called Dave a couple weeks ago when I was in Vegas and I started talking about how like we looking into like doing that branch thing and like having other talent come on. So like the revamp of PlanBri was never going to be me, but if it was going to be me, like rightfully so, I started it and it could be, I built it and Grace could still do her shit under PlanBri too. Like no one's telling her she can't. I just can't do that podcast anymore because it was fucking ruining me. And when I posted working on bringing a version of it back, it was to find other talent to like work on under PlanBri and like give you guys a podcast and give my producer and my fucking social media team like more work to do because they want work to do. So that's what that was. She didn't reach out to anyone before posting that Instagram story and she knew how it was like, I finally was myself again. I finally was happy again. I finally got out of like that fucking hole. And it was like, she knew posting that story is what it was going to do. And she knew the podcast was over. We were talking about it. We were planning on Like we've been talking about it since October of planning a fucking video. And
so I had because I love Grace too. And obviously I'm a lot closer to you by the nature of this podcast. So I actually talked.
I love Grace too.
And it's crazy because I feel like for a lot of what you just said, you could put that as Grace's soundtrack and you're both being honest and I don't feel seen and we're going I think she'd say this, and that's why you've come to these loggerheads of in this relationship. Both of you guys needed each other. I wasn't sure we were going to talk about this today. And in hindsight, I don't know, it's so hard. We want people on, we're saying this and Grace isn't there to say her side or what. I talked to Grace today. I don't know if you know this. I talked to Grace today and
no, she hasn't answered me in fucking
the
weeks.
First time I was ever I think you posting that about Bri was dog shit. And
I'm like, dude. And everyone in our real life knows that. And
she, to her soul, was I didn't expect people to run with it. To which I said, that's crazy. I read 2 sentences, Grace, and I knew it was a bomb. You read it.
I have something else too. Of course, bomb, obviously. But also, after I came forward with all the Zach shit, she didn't reach out to me. Do you want to know what she said to me? She texted me after that episode and said, I'm sure that was a weight off your shoulders. That's it. And my best friend of 15 years. So that's why I had to end the podcast in it's just so much deeper than fucking an Instagram story. And if she cared about me or my friendship like she claims or our team, then she would have called us or reached out to them. And to post that, it's I
think she was hurt. I know it's a simple.
Well, it's clearly someone that's...
I'm hurt too.
Yeah,
though.
that's the thing.
That's right. You're both hurt.
It's clearly
so do it
that's
behind
hurt.
closed doors if you care.
I agree with that.
I think the story was a whack move. When I opened up my phone and I saw that she posted these long notes, everyone knows what you're doing too when you're typing in your notes and then going to post it on a story. Then it is something you're either exposing or addressing or making a big deal about.
The story,
and there was no hate. No one was talking about it.
There
was no need for that. There was no need for that. She has never wanted to be a podcaster. She's always wanted to be a comedian. She's crushing it. For a year, everyone was like, Grace needs to leave Bri. Grace needs to do this. So finally, I made the call of let me just do that for everyone. Let's end the podcast. Grace, go be successful. Go do your comedy. I want her to succeed in everything that she does. And I'm finally, after all the Zach stuff, after ending PlanBri, I'm finally fucking happy again. I'm the internet finally sees me for what I am. And it's fucking dog shot to the face. Oh, here you go. You can't be happy again. That's what it felt like to me. And it was just why the fuck did you post that?
I would agree with that. And also the people, and I saw a lot of it, trying to equate you being Zach didn't fucking tell me about the posting, the ride, the breakup to this is the mental leap that those people are equating those two.
It's so hurtful.
November 20th, Grace and I had a conversation about her new podcast. We knew PlanBri was gone, and it was I'll give you all the resources to start this new one. So I don't want to pile on. I thought, again, we will support Grace. I want Grace to say, after the conversation, I go, Grace, we're here for you. I think you're super talented and you can be successful, do anything. The posting that bothered me because it was, I read one sentence this is going to be a disaster, and it's just
sounds like you're setting someone up for an execution. That's what it sounds like.
I do.
It's why can't we both be happy and do our own things?
You guys both were really hurt. Again, I think a lot of what you said, she would say, and I'm the type of person, by the way, who would probably have very Grace-like tendencies, meaning if I was with somebody, I hate their boyfriend, they were a dick, and I felt cut out, I'd be you left me on an island, now you're on an island, and it's just you're bashing. It sucks.
But
the
she
whole
wasn't
situation
cut out
sucks.
of my life. I was still friends with her. She just hated me because I was dating Zach, and after it, I came forward. I said that I was I apologized and admitted it publicly that I was in this horrible relationship and it fucked all my friendships up and I lost myself and I treated people that I loved like they didn't matter. I didn't talk to my family. I didn't talk to my friends. Like, and you know what? Like after that, everyone that like fucking welcomed me back with open arms and was like, I'm here for you. I saw what you went through. Like it just showed me a lot.
Yeah. Ray, thoughts?
with
I'm kidding.
No, I do want to say that toxic relationships definitely can bring a lot of shit with other relationships 100%. And like infect everything. So you're not yourself and you're not who you want to be and you're unrecognizable. So, and also a lot of people don't understand what it's like to be in that position too. And it's not their fault. You just don't.
You don't know unless you've been in one.
You don't know until you're really in that shitstorm. And I don't wish it on anybody. So I get that part of it. I get both parts of it.
Yeah, it's a brutal.
Yeah,
it's a brutal situation. I wish more than anything, it just could have been kept.
It should have been kept.
It should have been kept.
Friends
no,
and like
no stories. Like that's like to me when I see people post stories about.
That means they're not real friends.
A friendship or a relationship or something like that. Yes, to me, to a degree, I'm like, was this really like a work thing this whole time? Secondly, it's like high school. It's like high school. Like posting on your Snapchat story, like subbing somebody. It's like, what are we doing?
And
we're 20, you guys mid-20s. Like, what are we? It's just not. I think everyone. I know Grace. I know you, Bri. I know you guys are bigger. Then let's go post on our Instagram stories.
And after that, like the comparison to me to Zach is so hurtful and like insane. And in retrospect, I think regular people understand that. But like after she posted that story, I immediately texted her and said, you literally just did what Zach did to me. Like that's how we all felt. That's why everyone unfollowed her. Like everyone was like, this is our last straw, Bri. Like she didn't even think about how this is going to affect our jobs, but she's talking about how much she loves us in the post, but hasn't reached out to us in months. Like, it was just like it all felt very calculated. And like our friendship deserved more than a calculated post. And like, I thought ending the podcast in hindsight was going to mean we could fix our friendship because working together with your best friend is hard.
It's difficult.
It was like a thing, like to run a fucking
gets hairy
ship together with your best friend, like your family. Like that was like my sister. Like that's hard. That strained our relationship to begin with. And then the Zach stuff and then all of this snowballing. So I was like, you know what? Maybe it is the best thing if the podcast ends and in 3 months, like we can sit down and fucking talk about shit. But it's just that's all pretty much gone to me.
Yeah, it sucks. I mean, again, it's such a weird spot. I don't know. Yeah. And I said it to her when I talked to her. I don't know the ins and outs of either you. I know what everyone else knows. I don't know anything. That I always was like, I think I understand how can there be ill will between both parties. I hated her posting. Now, when I talked to her, it sounds genuine. She's like, well, I was hurt that I didn't get to post it and people are asking me, but still, like, it was so obvious to me, and maybe I'm just an internet, what was going to happen when that was posted. And it happened. Everyone came for your throat, Bri.
Of course that was what was going to happen. Of course that was what was going to happen. And like, I feel like I got to say a couple more things. Like with like, of course she was hurt. Like, of course our friendship suffered from me being in an abusive relationship. And of course she was hurt and felt like like I said, she was in all of my other relationships. So like, of course this was like a completely new world. And like, she has never been in a relationship. So I just like kept giving her the grace of like, she'll come around. Like, I just don't think she's ever going to see it from like my standpoint of like what I went through. And I can completely validate that she felt like I fucking ditched her and I chose a boy over her. And I can totally understand her being so hurt and being so upset about that. But we patched all that up. We fixed all that. Like we talked about this. We posted the videos of that on tour. Like by the end of tour, she would finally talk to me because me and Zach broke up. So it was like, oh, we were back. And then
was there something that happened, Bri, at one point? And I heard this happenstance. Like you and Zach had all the shit, right? And then you guys broke up the first time, and it was like, okay, she kind of like patched everything up, but then it went back to like, well, I picked Zach again, and then she got pushed out and she never recovered for the second time. Or am I making this up in my head?
No, like it was never pushed out. It was just we were dating again. So I was dating. Like we were still talking, texting every day. And then then I went to her again of like, why aren't you defending me online? We just talked about how much we love each other and how we're best friends and how none of it's true. And like, she was just like, well, it doesn't matter. It doesn't, like, the online shit doesn't matter. And I'm like, but it does, because it's like affecting me. And then that's when I pulled away, when I was like, I don't feel like you have my best interest at heart. So I pulled away. And I think like maybe like me being with the rest of the team doing the Taylor Swift shit, like maybe made her a little mad, and she maybe acted out of spite and posted that Instagram story. Maybe it is genuine when she says like she didn't think the reaction would be that, but I have a hard time. Like,
I mean, there is something.
She's a
Again,
smart person.
we don't have her on here to, which maybe we should have, but I don't think that would have been agreed upon. But it's like, if all your original people. However, Alex hung out with him on Talk more than once. It's been speculated that Alex and Sebastian are family friends. Alex Earl doubled down by returning to Surf Lodge a couple days after the incident. I have no idea if she knows. She's at Surf Lodge all the time. So what does that mean? Her and Braxton Berrios, all that la-di-da to do, that's done?
They're not
obviously.
exclusive, they said.
The response is kind of crazy to respond just as shocked as you are. She said that to the 17.
Was there footage of them like macking, or was it like mwah? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't know. Also,
I mean,
if he's at a bar drinking.
Yeah, if you make out with somebody at a bar, you got to assume they're 21.
Yeah, you do kind of got to assume, right? This seems like a little bit of like nepotism. Like this guy's getting in the bar because he's a grandson of a founder of a company, so he can like go and drink in this bar and no one's gonna question him. And then he's pretty much just reverse statutory raping people.
Yeah, what's crazy to me, the craziest part is people saying Alex Earl and Braxton Berrios aren't exclusive because they were posting and acting like they're exclusive.
I know, but she kept saying like it's not exclusive, which is crazy. Because now, do you think they're going to keep posting together?
Weren't they like with somebody's parents or something? Like you're like just bringing the person you're fucking to meet the parents? Seems strange. Have you met Zach Bryan? Have you met Zach Bryan's parents?
No.
Move on.
That was a weird answer. It was a weird.
That was
answer.
like, who has to think about that? Why did you have to think about that?
And why did something came out first? She's like,
yeah.
No.
I met a lot of people.
I think she just rebooted. Did you just reboot?
Yeah, I rebooted a little bit. I forgot.
Okay, so let's ask
no,
again. Did you meet Zach Bryan's parents?
No.
Are you guys exclusive?
She's lying.
Yeah.
Ooh. You hear that one, Josh?
Yeah.
Official.
I heard about
casually exclusive.
I heard, oxymorons. I heard about this one today from Silvana, and we almost got, I don't want to say in a little bit of an argument, but we did, because she woke up, came down, she's like telling me about Georgia Hazarati and Harry Josie's beef. It was literally, I was downstairs, she came down, I had already taken the dog for a walk, and she's like, did you hear what happened going in? And I just looked, I go, I do not care. I don't even know who Georgia Hazarati is. And she got a little upset that I didn't care about the TikTok drama. Anyways,
you kind of killed that Georgia Hazarati pronunciation the first time you said it, Dave. I just wanted to.
I got it right?
Yeah, a little snap. I don't know. It sounded to me like you did. I don't know how to say her last name, but it sounded fucking great to me.
So I guess Harry went to call her daddy, which she does a lot. It said his on and off, again, ex, Georgia Hazarati, cheated on him at Coachella while he was an angel in a relationship and funded her designer lifestyle. Georgia responded to Harry's claims in a 3-part TikTok series of course TikToks, saying she never cheated on Harry, and while she was at Coachella for work, she shared a bed with a woman who's in a relationship, sent photos of herself to prove she was home, FaceTimed him at the festival, and shared a location with him, among other things, to prove her innocence. Georgia said her friends were appalled by Harry's phone calls to her, and the reaction to the calls forced her to see he's not someone she wants to be with. Harry broke up with Georgia through a handwritten letter he left on a bed for her, and she's speaking out because he's upset about how easily she's moved on from the relationship. Georgia said Harry is the one who cheated on her early in the relationship after they shared their first I loves you. Georgia also said she will give him back anything he bought during the relationship. Do we believe Harry was an angel? No.
No.
And I think it's okay for people to move on fast. That's
What
all I'm
are you
saying.
doing, Josh? What was that?
I was thinking about it. Like I'm kind of friends with both these people now over the last little bit. Like I met
You
Georgia.
just said you had no
really
idea.
Nice.
You said you had no idea if I was pronouncing her name right. Sylvana's just staring
Just
at
because
me.
I'm friends with someone doesn't mean I know how to say their last name, bro.
Huh?
What are you kidding me?
Can you say my last name, Josh?
Exactly. That's my point. Chicken fry.
Easy.
Easy as
You want to
heck.
get Savannah?
La
Camera that
Capadaria.
for the thumbnail.
Yeah, come on, Dave. Put Savannah on.
Yeah, get Sylvana on the thumbnail.
Sylvana, will you come put your face on for a thumbnail?
Guys, should I get Gabby's
do
face
that.
in here
Yeah,
too
Josh,
for a
get
thumbnail?
Gabby too.
or-
Quickly.
Yeah, get Gabby too.
I'd bring my
real
guy,
quick.
but oh hey, Savannah.
Hi, I can't hear you guys.
Hey, Savannah.
Yeah, she can't hear because it goes through. He's in Hawaii.
I would bring my significant other on, but he's an astronaut and he's on the moon right now.
Hey, Josh,